All suspects are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. A Florida man walks the streets near Orlando naked with a machete and tries to steal another man's clothing. How police tracked him down. A flash mob invades a Los Angeles 7-Eleven. What police are saying about the case and what happened to the workers at the store. An alleged murder suspect calls police to complain about his cold food at McDonald's and ends up in a police chase and a cold jail cell. It's crime that can happen anywhere at any time. And you get it straight up right here on your Intrigued Full Effect Crime News Update. I'm Chandrea Thomas, and welcome to episode 2. I look at some of the wildest crimes from all across the country that you might not know about. Let's get to it. First up is a story of a man roaming the streets of Florida butt naked. He had a machete in his hand, and he tried to rob a man of his clothing before police was able to catch him. Check this out.
All right, got the visual on the male. He is naked, yelling at people in the parking lot. Very animated.
The video says it all. On August 8th, the Volusia County Sheriff's Office says that 34-year-old Brandon Wright was seen picking palmetto berries in the woods at the county fairgrounds, about 30 minutes outside of Orlando, when he suddenly came running out of the woods. Then he allegedly tried to rob a nearby surveyor of his clothing with a machete in one hand and palmetto berries in the other. He's also accused of throwing that same machete along with those berries at the victim while the victim was complying with his demands.
He's walking back towards the, he's doing push-ups at the entrance of the food store here.
And it didn't stop there. Wright suddenly took off, jumped into his white Dodge Challenger, and drove away. He was spotted minutes later at a DeLand gas station and was finally taken into custody after approaching cars on the road. Wright is facing charges of attempted robbery with a deadly weapon, aggravated robbery with a deadly weapon, and aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. He's being held at the Volusia County Jail without bond. Wright had a similar naked incident back in 2021. This next case started to heat up over some cold fries. A police chase near Atlanta was sparked after an alleged murder suspect called police because he said his McDonald's fries didn't make the cut. Yeah, that really happened.
Contact, backside, backside! Taser deployed, taser deployed! Put your hands out! Put your hands out!
Now, this all happened on August 5th. Kennesaw police say 24-year-old Antoine Sims called 911 because he got into an argument with the restaurant manager over his food not being fresh. While police were doing paperwork, they discovered that Sims, who was reportedly wearing an ankle bracelet, had a warrant for failure to appear in court for a homicide in nearby Fulton County. And when they tried to make the arrest, Sims took off on foot. Officers tracked him down to an apartment complex nearby, and that's where Sims was tased and taken into custody. Oh, by the way, he is banned from that McDonald's forever. Aside from the homicide case, Sims is being held at the Cobb County Jail on drug and other misdemeanor charges. Now to a wild scene in Los Angeles, California, where a flash mob busted into a 7-Eleven, took it over, trashed it, and basically made it a free-for-all situation. The Los Angeles police are calling them flash mob looters. On August 15th, LAPD got a call about a takeover on the city's south side at a 7-Eleven store. The chaos erupted after midnight when the store was ransacked by over 100 late-night looters who allegedly took everything from cigarettes to lottery tickets and refreshing beverages. By the way, at the same time, drivers were doing donuts in the middle of the street. Investigators are also checking into other reports that some of the same people may have been part of an organized takeover in other parts of the city. Police are still trying to identify and arrest the suspects involved. Now to a daring break-in outside of St. Louis, Missouri, where a group is accused of breaking into not one but 2 stores in search of guns, and they were bold with it too. On August 31st, St. Peter's police were called to a burglary at a local Academy Sports store at around 5:30 a.m. The thieves allegedly crashed a stolen car into the store and tried to take what they could. Now you can see the car roll through the store, and at least 2 males made a beeline for the gun case. Police say one of them even shot at the case but couldn't get in to take the guns. Then they sped off in a red sedan. Well, it turns out that same group may have hit another Academy Sports store less than 15 minutes away in O'Fallon, Missouri that same morning and did the exact same thing. The departments are joining forces to crack the case. The FBI has a warning about swatting, and it's causing a big problem across the country, and for some, it's all about revenge. According to the FBI, swatting is basically making fake calls to emergency services about immediate threats to the public under someone else's name. And all of it is to draw SWAT teams to a certain location. Officials say the pranks can put lives in danger by pulling resources from real emergencies. And in some cases, offenders use live streams to showcase the chaos online. Experts say one way to protect yourself is to use complex passwords for your online accounts. And if you get caught, you can face felony charges and jail time. And here's a small dose of good news out of New York State before I go. Native tribal lands are returned to the rightful owner. In a rare move, the Onondaga Nation was able to get over 1,000 acres of their ancestral land back over the summer. The land that sits on the Tully Valley has wetlands, floodplains, forest lands, and fields. The move comes after a settlement between New York State and the federal government. Tribal leaders say that reestablishing stewardship over the land is a great way to help preserve their culture and restore the land. The nation also says it's looking forward to more efforts to protect more land in the future while helping to heal some of the atrocities of the past. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow the Intrigued Full Effect website for updates. And remember, if something is happening in your area that you want me to cover, drop me a line. Until next time, be safe and stay true.